Hello everyone, my name is ICAEW and welcome to my channel. In this video I'll be talking about how to claim back your tax relief from the HMRC as a professional working in the UK. So you might be a doctor, a nurse, a physiotherapist, a healthcare assistant, a dentist working in the UK. You can be leaving money on the table if you do not know these tricks on how to get your money back from HMRC. So the outline for this video is as follows. I will talk about what tax relief is. I'll tell you who is eligible for tax relief in the UK. I'll explain how to go about claiming your tax relief, and then I'll end the video with things to avoid when claiming your tax relief. So what is tax relief? Tax relief is essentially money you get back from the HMRC at the end of the tax year that you have needed to perform your job. There are some things you pay for as part of your job that you cannot do without in terms of carrying out your job that you should be tax exempt for. So for example, you are a doctor, you need a GMC registration to work as a doctor, and that costs about £400. Ideally, the HMRC should not tax that money because you need it to work. So what happens is you get your salary, and then you pay for your GMC registration after your tax has been removed. But to get that money untaxed, you need to ask you need to ask HMRC and say, hey, I've paid for this fee that is required for my work. I need to get the tax back. So if you're a higher rate taxpayer, so you pay 40% and above for your earnings, you can get 0.4 times 400. That's about £160 back in tax relief for that GMC subscription. So this and many other things in your profession can be claimed back. So as a doctor, apart from your GMC fees, you can claim back your BMA fees, that's the British Medical Association fees. You can claim back payment for membership exams. As a nurse, your NMC fees. You can even claim clothing. So because you go to work and you have to wash your clothes, so there's a flat rate of £80 that you can claim back for washing and laundering of your clothes for work. So these are the kind of things you can claim back. Even if you work from home, for example, there's also the possibility of claiming back some of your rent and electricity. So who is eligible for tax relief? As I said earlier, if you're a doctor, you're a nurse, you're a healthcare assistant, you're a dentist, or whoever gets paid as an employee and you get your tax taken out in the form of pay as you earn, you'll be eligible for tax relief. And the tax relief you get usually can be paid back to you as a cash. HMRC writes you a check of the amount to be paid back to you, or they can adjust your tax code for the next year so that you have more tax-free allowance. So these are the two ways the HMRC pays you back your tax relief. So what subscriptions are eligible for tax relief? As described earlier, anything that you need to carry out your work. So this will include clothing that you need because you need to wash your clothes to go to work. You also can ask for all the subscriptions you need. For example, as I said earlier, your BMA, your GMC, your NMC subscription. You can also ask for payment for exams that have not been refunded to you by your employer. You can also ask for payment for these exams. So how do you claim for your tax relief? First thing you need to do is to open a government gateway account if you don't have one already. After opening the government gateway account, you then need to go to Google, which is how I do it. I'm not sure if there's a better way to do it. And then type claim tax relief on Google. I'm going to demonstrate how to do that shortly on my screen, so just bear with me. To open a government gateway account, you just do government gateway. If you've not opened one, so it will be HMRC online services, sign in or set up an account. You click on that, and then if you've not signed in before, you need to set up an account. So you click on set up an account. Of course, to be an individual account, set up a personal tax account is what to be called, and it will tell you everything you need to set it up and what you can do with the account if you set it up. After setting it up, the next thing you need to do is to go to Google again and search claim tax relief. This is how I find it usually, because I've tried to go online and then logged into my personal tax account and then tried to look for how to claim tax relief, but I've not been able to do that. But I find this is very easy. So, and this will be the first search on your Google search, or the first results on your Google search. So you click on it. Mostly as professionals, this is the one you click on that you want to claim on professional fees and subscriptions. So you click on this. Mind you, you can only claim for professional fees and subscriptions and claim via this system if your claim is less than £2,500. If it's more than £2,500, you need to do a self-assessment return. We are professionals, so we're going to click on professional fees and subscriptions. We can also claim for uniform work clothing because we need to wear scrubs to work for most of us, and there's a flat rate of £80 for it. So you continue. You're claiming for yourself. Are you claiming for expenses after 5th April 2020? That's correct. Did you pay tax here? Yes, we pay tax in each of the years. Do you complete self-assessment? No. So just go through this. No. Has the employer paid? No, they've not. So they said, yeah, the form is telling us we can claim. So go to start your claim, and when you go to start your claim, it's just, if you've logged into the browser before with your government gateway account, it just takes you, it automatically puts in your details and you can log in. So we're logged in now, and we'll go to start now. So I want to delete, I've started before, so I'll just delete my progress and start again. Delete and start again. So we'll go to start now. Okay, I'm going to block this out, and then we put in all our details. So after putting in your details, the next thing to ask you to do is to select which tax year you want to claim the relief for, and make sure you select for the right tax year and claim for the right things for that year. So if you've not claimed before, you need to start with this, right? You need to click on this and then go save and continue, and then to ask you to put in details of your employer. So your employer details as at the time of the tax year you're claiming for. So you put your employer's name. You need to get a pay slip for that period and put in your pay slip, PAYE reference, and your job title. After putting all of that, let's just put XXXX just to see what it shows us next one. So 1, 2, 3. It's probably not wrong. This is probably not correct, but let's just see AB 4, 5, 6. Medical doctor. Save and continue. So do you want to claim a flat rate deduction? Yes, you should claim a flat rate deduction because that's £80 that you can just add on to your tax relief for clothing. So I'll say yes, and then they'll ask for which industry. I'll look for healthcare. I'm a doctor, so I'll put healthcare doctor. So maximum claim for this industry is £80, so I will claim that. Go save and continue. Do you want to claim tax relief for using your own vehicle? Wait, no, we are not doing that, so just go ahead. No. Travel and overnight? No. Have you paid professional fees? Yes, I have. And then to ask for the professional body, so let me put Royal College of General Practitioners. Yeah, Royal College of General Practitioners. And I'll put that I've paid £450, for example. My employer has not paid me back anything. And then I save and continue. Do you want to claim tax relief on using your home? So if you use your home to work as well, you can claim tax relief for that. So no, I'm going to save and continue. Do you want to claim tax relief for any other allowable expense? So anything you've not claimed for, you save and continue. You can add them up. You can just type what it is and add it. For other things you want to claim, for example, apart from GMC, so apart from your Royal College of General Practitioners fee, for example, if you paid for your 14 feet portfolio and you want to claim GMC as well, you have to claim that here. So after saying General Practitioner Royal College of and the amount, you need to click on add another professional fee, and then for example we paid GMC So Medical Council General, you click on that. Fee was £430. Employers paid. If you want to add another professional fee, for example, you paid your medical defense union. So let's see if medical defense union, so MDU is here. So if you pay them say £200, you can also add that. So just add all your professional fees. If you wrote an exam that year, for example, you paid for what's the exam now? It will be the AKT. So it will be RCGP, Royal College of General. So general practitioners. So let's go to general practitioners Royal College of. So let's say I paid for AKT and that would be £470. And then you just add everything up, and after you've done writing all your professional subscriptions, you then go on to the next one. If you want to say you used your home as an office, you can also add that. Save and continue. Do you want to claim any other tax? If there is any other thing you did, for example, you bought a laptop for work, specifically for work, or a device or a stethoscope. Usually they don't allow stethoscopes. I've tried before, they told me no. But if there's something else you want to add, you can always add it here and then put the amount you paid. And then I'll go to save and continue. Okay, so I'll say no, save and continue. My employer has not paid me back anything. I'll go save and continue. The next thing it's going to ask you to do is to submit evidence. Previously they didn't ask for evidence, but now you need to keep your evidence. So just for the BMA subscription, what I did when I was submitting mine was to take screenshots of my bank statements where the BMA fees went out and sent it to them. For RCGP and your portfolio fees, there will be a receipt for that, so you also add all of them here. If you don't have a receipt, I'm sure there will be a way to show evidence that you've paid for something, and just add it here and then send it across to them. And then in 4 to 6 weeks you should hear back from them. So that's the process of claiming your tax relief from the HMRC, and it's quite straightforward. After this, click on save and continue, and then you submit the form. So after claiming your tax relief, you need to wait for 4 to 6 weeks usually, and you hear back from the HMRC. Some mistakes to avoid when you're filling your form: you need to make sure you're asking for things that have not been paid back to you by your employer. You need to make sure you're asking for stuff that is approved by HMRC. Anyway, if it is not approved, the HMRC will write you a letter and tell you that they've not approved it, and they will give you a reason why. The other things you need to do is to consult HMRC. If you have any question, for example, you are not exactly sure if something can be claimed and it's quite grey, you can always call HMRC and ask them before you make a claim. To recap, we have talked about how to claim a tax relief from the HMRC. We've explained that you need to be employed as a pay-as-you-earn employee, and that there are things that can be claimed back from the HMRC, and this would include your professional subscriptions, exams, payments to your medical defense union if you're a doctor. If you work from home, you can also claim for some of your rent and heating. And I've gone through the process of claiming this on the HMRC website. So if you have any question in the comment section, just let me know and I'll do my best to answer it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please do well to subscribe and share my video with your friends who you think might find this helpful.